Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch another Rene Cardona movie, Survive. Let's check it out. So our film starts with a plane taking off from Uruguay, 1972. Filled with a rugby team and others. Well, the plane ends up crashing in the Andes Mountains. And there's a fair amount of survivors. But they're in a perilous location. Officials search for them.
Calculations were incorrect. The plane had not passed Curico. Another critical mistake had been made. The wreckage was actually many miles away.
Not a lot of food up there. Several of them have died.
Wait, you better not eat that. It'll give you stomach cramps. You'll have to melt it.
Tensions mount within the group.
What do you think I'm doing? My stomach's in pieces, but you don't hear me screaming. Therefore, we are regrettably forced to admit that we have surrendered all hope.
Oh my God, no.
So we've decided to end the search. There could be some food inside the tail section.
Hey, I think maybe you're right. The kitchen was in the tail section, so it makes sense that there would be some food.
A lot of good that'll do us. The tail section is way out past the ridge of the mountain.
How will we ever be able to find it?
So a couple of them walk off and do find the tail end of the plane. Find the batteries, a little bit of food.
These conceivers. Suspended last week after a concerted effort by military rescue units had failed to find any trace of the plane. 45 people are presumed dead in this tragic accident, which has drawn the attention and sympathy of the entire world.
They can provide us with enough protein to survive for a month.
Somebody suggests eating the dead bodies.
You can't kill what's already dead. And you know, it's even in the Bible. Thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of your sons and of your daughters, in time of siege and in time of anguish.
So someone decides to take the lead. Got the strips of meat laid out there on the plane, and someone's got to be the first one to try. Just like jerky. And once one guy tries it, that food becomes pretty popular. These guys just can't catch a break because then an avalanche hits, which kills off a few more of them. But hey, fresh meat.
Please ask a favor of all. As we stand before the body of my wife, mustn't touch her. Promise you won't. Promise you won't touch her.
3 of them decide to leave, try to see if they can go get help. Several weeks have passed now. Take some human bacon with them. They're going to send one of them back after they've gone for a while.
Return with the squad. There's one thing we can do right away to help preserve all of our energy.
What is it?
One of us must go back and leave all of his food with the other 2.
Finally, they spot a valley in the distance. And they take a tumble on their way there. Again, these guys just cannot catch a break. But they'll be fine. Eventually they come across a man on a horse. And the rescue takes place.
"45 people had begun the flight. 16 survived. They had done the impossible. The human spirit had prevailed."
All right, let's talk about this movie, Survive. So this is a true story based on a rugby team from Uruguay that was traveling for a match, and they went over the Andes Mountains and crashed somewhere like near the Chilean border. This movie was for 1975. It's the first film based on the true life events. However, you might best remember the movie Alive, which came out in 1993, I think. Starring Ethan Hawke, which was based on the same story. So, but anyway, true story here, directed by Rene Cardona. And so the plane crashes in the Andes. A bunch of people die. There's 45 people on board. A good number of them die on the crash. Search parties are sent up, but they can't find them. It's snowy. And the plane was a little off course, so they're searching in the wrong area. They just cannot find the wreckage of this plane, no matter what they do. So there are survivors on the ground, but they're trapped there, basically. They're up in the mountains. They're a long ways away. And it's too hazardous, really, to just trek out. And some people are injured, that sort of thing. Well, the days pass, and eventually weeks pass. Although the authorities did search for them, eventually they call off the search because they presume everybody to be dead. So they're trapped there now. So after a while, the food runs out. What little food they had runs out, and somebody has the bright idea, well, what if we eat the people that are dead, the dead bodies? They've been frozen, they're not rotting really, so why not? So that's kind of like the what you're waiting for to happen in this film. We see them slice up a couple of bodies and strip off some meat, and sure enough, people start eating them. First of all, one tries it, and then when one tries it, a bunch more try. They figure the protein will let them survive much longer. Then an avalanche hits, a few more of them are killed. They eat those bodies as well. Eventually, a couple months have passed, and this is a true story. 3 of them decide to set out on foot and see if they can find some civilization. They take with them some food with them. And by food, I mean what looks like human bacon. And they trek off. 2 of them are a lot stronger than the third one, though, and they tell the third one, hey, why don't you go back? It's about a day. It's all downhill. You go back. We'll take your food. Your food will be able to, with your food, we should be able to, continue on. And they do. So the 2 continue on. Eventually, they find a valley, find a guy on a horse, and the next thing you know, they're all rescued. They find a helicopter. They get in a helicopter, and they rescue them all. So the movie ends. I didn't show it really, but they show some pictures and stuff from the actual events that occurred. So there you go. An incredible story of modern-day cannibalism. That's the big highlight of the film there is eating the people. So anyway, I think this movie is available on Blu-ray now. I'm not sure, but I'll leave a link to one of those down below, either the DVD or the Blu-ray if you're looking to get it. It's actually a pretty decent film. It's, it's not really a schlocky type film. It's not really even exploitative. It's just basically kind of like a gripping drama. It's pretty well done, actually, for a low-budget film. But yeah, I kind of enjoy this movie, and it's pretty good. Well done. So anyway, that's it. Don't know what else to tell you about it. It's called Survive, like I said, available on DVD and Blu-ray, I believe. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. I've never seen the movie Alive. I never watched that, so I don't really have much to compare with it. But yeah, so check it out. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.